Hello everyone, Sarah here. I'm back in Valheim today with a quick tutorial. Now recently I did a video on how to do these columns, and I had a viewer request for me to how to do this chandelier that he saw in the background of that build. So today I'm going to show you how to do this. In this box I have everything for the actual chandelier, and you're going to want to attach it to an iron beam attached to the ceiling. Now I have iron beams running from all through the core wood here, so I have excellent support for this beam. You're going to want pretty good support because we're going to be using some black marble and it really needs a little bit of support. So I have a 3-meter beam here. I have a join here at the 1-meter mark. You're going to need to do this to get the good snapping point that we're going to use to build that chandelier. So I am in creative mode, so I'm going to fly up here and I'm going to show you how I did this. Now, the first thing you're going to need is your 1-meter wood beam. You're going to place it at that join. You're going to rotate once and place. One and place all the way around. You will wind up with 16 beams placed around this circle. Alright, now we have our 16 beams. We are going to next take our vertical item stand and we are going to place these on the ends of the beams. Now, I personally like them to stick up just a little bit above. I'm going to back up a little bit so you can see better. A little bit above the face of the end of the beam. Try to center them as best you can on the beam. That one's a little off. So, about like so. And you're going to place one of these on each of the beams, all the way around. A little bit of overlap on these doesn't really make any difference to the end result. So, as long as you get them about the same height, you should be fine. Now, I have done this a few times in vanilla, and it does take a little bit of time to gather up the resources to do the chandelier. I did come up with the idea in creative mode, but I did do it with the thought behind it that the resources would not be unattainable in vanilla. So the probably most difficult piece of this to get, depending on where you're at in the game, is going to be the black marble. So once you have the 16 item stands placed, we're going to go to the underside of this, and we are basically going to do the same thing, trying to line the knobs of the item stands up with each other on the bottom, roughly about that distance from each other. So we're going to do 16 of those real quick around, and there is quite a bit more overlap on these than the ones on the top. So I use that kind of to help me with placement, because as you can see, the two edges kind of touch the little knobs, and so that kind of helps me figure out if I'm getting about the right distance to each other. So and again, we're just doing one rotation or one tick for each rotation. I apologize. This is definitely more of a late game piece due to the fact of the black marble that we're going to be using. You do only need 2 pieces, so you wouldn't need to like go farm a bunch of black marble, but obviously this is not something you're going to be able to get when you first start the game. Alright, so we got those on there. Then here's where comes in the black marble. Pardon me. We're going to put a piece of black marble here on the bottom part of that beam. And I have had this go all the way into the red, and it holds just fine. As long as it doesn't pop, you're good. So go ahead and put that on there and just kind of give it an eye for a minute and make sure it stays. Next, we're going to pull out our horizontal item beams, or item stands. We're going to use these for the next part. So we're going to make sure that arrow is pointing in, and we're going to take note of the direction of the sides of the black marble piece. You're going to take and try to kind of follow the corners and angles of the black marble. You have to smoosh these item stands into each other about like that. Now see, that second piece that I placed is a little bit too close to the edge, so we're going to have to delete that and smoosh it in just a little bit more. More like that. Okay, so you're going to kind of follow the outside edge of the black marble all the way around. I'll do a couple more pieces here for you. See, now that's not correct. I've got to get in the right position to get the right angle from my character here. So you're going to want those edges to be about like so. And you're going to just kind of smoosh the second piece in on each side. Kind of like that. So that's how that's going to go. Once you get the bottom ring placed on the bottom of the marble, then it's up to putting the pieces on. And as you can see, on the upper level, I placed the Surtling cores. On the middle level, I placed the deer trophies. And on the very bottom level where I placed the item stands, I placed the Surtling cores. Or Surtling trophies, I apologize. Surtling trophies. And it gives you that really interesting effect of the gradient from this really red color up to that kind of black color up in top, and a really nice glow in the center. So that is how I do that chandelier. Your build is going to essentially look like this, and then you're going to add the trophies to make it look like that. And that's all there is to it. Pretty super simple. And I hope this tutorial helped you, and I hope you have a good one wherever you are in your day.